7 habits that instantly turn younger women off, and how Stoicism fixes them. Imagine this. You are at a party. The energy is electric. And then, you see her. She's younger, confident, and carries herself with a sense of certainty. Everything about her says, I know what I want. You start talking. Things are going well. But then, something happens. Something small. Something you've done 1,000 times without thinking. And just like that, her interest fades. You notice the shift. Her enthusiasm drops. She starts looking around the room. A polite smile. But her attention is already somewhere else. What happened? Most older guys make the same mistakes over and over again, without realizing it. These aren't just random deal breakers. They are habits. Patterns of behavior that instantly kill attraction. And here's the good news. Stoicism has the answers to fix them. But this isn't just about dating. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So if you're ready to drop the habits that push people away and build the kind of presence that commands respect, let's dive in. Why this matters. Hint, it's not just about women. Before we get into the 7 habits, let's get one thing straight. This isn't about changing who you are to impress someone else. This is about self-awareness. It's about understanding that certain behaviors, habits you might not even realize you have, can push people away. Not just younger women, but people in general. Stoicism teaches us to look inward, to examine our actions, question our patterns, and ask ourselves, is this who I want to be? So today, we're breaking down 7 common habits older guys fall into, why they are unattractive and how Stoic principles can help you break free. Let's get started. 1. Trying too hard to impress. Let's start with the most common mistake, trying too hard to impress. You've seen this before. Maybe you've even done it yourself. An older guy meets a younger woman and suddenly, he won't stop talking about his career. He brags about his car, his watch, his investments. He lists off all his accomplishments, like he's reading his resume. Why? Because he thinks he needs to prove his worth. Here's the problem. Desperation is one of the biggest turnoffs out there. When you try too hard to sell yourself, it tells people you don't believe you're enough as you are. The Stoic fix: stop seeking external validation. Stoicism teaches us that self-worth doesn't come from outside approval. It comes from within. Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Think about that. We're so focused on what others think, we forget to ask ourselves, do I even like who I am? So instead of trying to impress, focus on being present. Confidence isn't about what you say. It's about how comfortable you are saying nothing at all. Drop the sales pitch. Just be. 2. Living in the past. Another habit that instantly turns people off. Living in the past. A lot of older guys love to talk about their glory days in high school, their crazy 20s, that one time they almost made it big. And while cherishing memories is fine, constantly reliving them makes you seem stuck. Stoicism teaches us to focus on the present. The past, it's gone. The future, it's uncertain. All we have is now. Seneca said it best. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. When we dwell on the past, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. The Stoic fix: be present. Instead of talking about what used to be, focus on what you can do today. Start a new hobby. Learn a new skill. Challenge yourself. Younger women, and people in general, are drawn to those who are engaged in the present. So if you want to be more attractive, start by being more present. 3. Being overly critical. Here's a tough one. Being overly critical. A lot of older guys fall into this trap without realizing it. They correct people constantly. They point out flaws. They turn conversations into lectures. Why? Because they think they know better. But here's the problem. No one likes to feel judged. The Stoic fix: practice empathy. Stoicism teaches us to listen more than we speak. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Instead of criticizing, try understanding. When you stop trying to teach people and start learning from them, you become more approachable. And that's when real connections happen. 4. Neglecting your appearance. I know what you're thinking. Stoicism is about inner virtue, not outer appearance. And you're right. But taking care of your appearance is a form of self-respect. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." If you want to feel like a confident, attractive person, stop by acting like one. That doesn't mean spending hours in the gym, wearing designer clothes, trying to look younger than you are. It just means taking pride in how you present yourself. Because when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, it shows. 5. Being too predictable. Routine is great, but too much routine, that makes you boring. Younger women, and people in general, are drawn to a sense of adventure. The Stoic fix: embrace change. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, don't be afraid to shake things up. Try something new. Take a risk. Even something as small as taking a different route to work, trying a new restaurant, learning a new skill. When you step out of your comfort zone, you become more interesting. And that's attractive. 6. Being overly needy. Neediness is a major turnoff. If you're constantly seeking attention, approval, reassurance, it comes off as clingy. The Stoic fix: build self-reliance. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." When you stop relying on others for validation, you free yourself from neediness. Start by spending time alone. Learn to enjoy your own company. Confidence doesn't come from people liking you. It comes from being okay if they don't. 7. Not respecting boundaries. Younger women, and people in general, value their independence. Stoicism teaches us, you can't control others, only yourself. Epictetus said, "Some things are in our control, and some are not." So respect boundaries. Give people space, and let them come to you on their own terms. If this resonated, hit that subscribe button, because real strength starts here.